out the pen. Number 2, I will not dance for you. Ever. No, fuck you. You have no idea? I dance like I'm being shot at with arrows. I have the rhythm of a dial tone. Other than that, I will not fucking stop everything I'm doing to film a happy birthday fucking video in the middle of the show for your aunt who lives in fucking Canada or some shit. I'm sorry, I won't. I know you talked about it, but fuck your aunt. But if you have an actual question, I would love to get weird and fucking answer your questions. So if you have a question, raise your hands, just like school. I know it's been a long time. You, sir. Would I ever do a duet with Ivan Moody from Five Finger Death Punch? Maybe. Depends on depends on the song, and it depends on our schedules. Because I'm very picky when it comes to the shit that I do. I tend to look for stuff that's a little more outside of my comfort zone, I guess, which was one of the reasons why I love doing the tune with Tech Nine. But I don't know if somebody else said. But if the right tune came up, because I know Ivan, I've known Ivan longer than he's been in that band. So if the right song came up, we'd see what fucking happens, right? So, good question. You, man. Oh God, not you. Is there a question in my future? Ooh, okay, good. Yeah, you know what? I apologize for being a dick. If you didn't hear that question, she kind of gave a very elongated history of metal and then qualified it with, where do I see the future of metal going? And that's a very good question. There's a lot of fucking bands out there who are kind of flying the flag, and like a lot of newer bands who are kind of trying to find their voice. To me, metal has no boundaries, and it never has. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about, like, this the beautiful difference between our genre and all that fucking pop shit that they try to shove down your fucking throats. Our genre has no boundaries because we're not trying to sell anything. We're not trying to fucking make people happy to buy car insurance. We just basically say, this is how I'm feeling, fuck all y'all. And that's what's beautiful about it. So it's, I don't know, I can't give you an exact answer, but I can tell you that I've seen a lot of the future of what metal holds as far as like the younger bands are concerned. And we in Slipknot and Stone Sour have always tried to carry that on, and I'm very encouraged by it. It's gonna be fucking amazing to see that shit happen. So there we go. Anyway, you ma'am. How do I balance everything in my life? I don't know. I'll tell you right now, I don't sleep a lot. I maybe take like 5-minute fucking old man naps. The best thing I can get is a car ride. Fuck you, don't judge me. The best thing is a long car ride, because then I'll just fucking... What? No, I absolutely think you should pick up your mother. Seriously though, the thing for me is you have to prioritize everything. Not just what you're doing, but the time that you take to focus on it. Like for me, when I bounce back and forth between Stone Sour and Slipknot, when Slipknot is working and on tour, I really don't do a lot of Stone Sour stuff. I'll demo stuff, but it's very far removed. And usually I do it on time off. When it's Slipknot time, that's my priority. And then when it's the exact opposite, with Stone Sour. When Stone Sour's on the road and recording albums and shit, I'll demo stuff here and there with Slipknot. But my priority is there. You have to focus, because if you pull yourself in 20 different directions, all of those directions are going to come back to the same thing: mediocrity. So if you focus on one thing and you give it every drop of energy, every drop of creativity, every drop of heart, you're going to create something fucking amazing. And you do that with each thing that you're doing, whether it's music, whether it's writing books, whether it's getting up here and fucking going for the enjoyment of a crowd. You do that with everything you've got. You don't worry about everything else that's, might be fucking, kind of coming down the pike as far as like the schedule goes. And that's why I turn down a lot of stuff that I can do. You guys think I do a lot now? You should see the list of shit that I've turned down in the past. I mean, it's a fucking long list, because I know that I wouldn't be able to put everything I've got into it. And I'm not gonna do something and give it to you that I can't back 150 fucking %. Yep. First you? What is it, a two-parter? Are you gonna tag yourselves in? Oh boy, this is gonna get fucking weird in the front row. Alright, what do you got here? What is my favorite band, and who do I listen to every day? Well, I hope you guys listen to me. I mean, fuck, I'm loud enough. My favorite band changes because I have favorite artists, I have favorite music, I have favorite genres, and I'm not just a fan of one genre. I listen to everything. What do I listen to every day though? This will fuck you up. I listen to Frank Zappa pretty much every day. That's true. I fucking love Frank Zappa. And I got into him when I was a kid because he had songs like Titties and Beer. But then, as I got older, I really fucking appreciated the intricate, amazing music that man created. You want to talk about leaving a legacy behind? Frank Zappa is absolutely unfucking matched as far as like modern music is concerned. So I pretty much celebrate everything that he does, and I still love Titties and Beer. So there you go. Back here, you with the glasses. All I heard was Disco Baby Poopy Fart. I'm sorry. One more time? I did. Really? We're gonna get it okay. If I could get a Ute, which one? A black one. For those of you that don't know, there's a car in Australia called a Ute. You know it. You can Google it, please. You go ahead and play it for you. You seem to be Googling everything during the show. I'm not saying that I've noticed, but I've noticed. A Ute, let me describe this to you. There's a reason I'm fucking kind of fascinated by this thing. It looks like a snub-nosed El Camino that fucked an S10 pickup with a Corvette engine. So they're fucking fast as shit. And I'd never fucking seen one outside of Australia. So the first time we went there, I was like, what are these fucking cool, stupid ass cars, man? And they were like, it's a Ute. And I'm like, it's a what? It's a Ute. It's a what? It's a Ute. It's a Ute. No, it's a Ute. It's a Ute. It's a Ute. What are you fucking saying to me? So it's kind of like a style of a car, and several of the car companies make them. I would just like one for free. That would be the one I would want. Hold on, I gotta go back to this guy because he started bitching. As soon as I pointed, he was like, that motherfucker skipped me. I think I'm not listening. Go ahead. All right, okay. The future of Slipknot? What is the future of Slipknot? If we're gonna keep going on. Oh, absolutely. You're fucking right, we're gonna keep going on. glimpse of the future of Slipknot right now. First of all, more than likely, we will continue to work with the two new people who we made .5 the Big Show people. Who I'm sure you've read is Jay and Alex. We are going to tour until June of next year. Next year. We're gonna go around the world again, and then we're definitely gonna come back to the States and try to hit some of the other places that we didn't get to hit. So that will more than likely wrap up the tour cycle. I will then go and do Stone Sour. Clown will go. Thank you. Thank you both of our Stone Sour fans are here. We will, did you? Did you? Let's fucking go! Let me finish! I'm sorry. Clown has got a couple of movies that he wants to direct. Yeah, and let me tell you something. They just put together an initial cut of his first movie, Officer Down, and I guess it is blowing people away. So I'm so fucking proud of him. Everybody else is gonna do their thing in Slipknot. I'm gonna do Stone Sour, and then we will reconvene. And I know a couple of the guys. We've been talking about a double concept album, which I don't know if we could. Hey, no, you don't have to work with these crazy bastards. But it's an interesting idea. So they told me to start thinking of an idea for a story. So we'll see what happens. So that's what the future of Slipknot is like. I want to go on top. Who we got? Oh boy, you look like your hugs hurt, man.
My question is, will there ever be a full-length video of your roast?
Will there ever be a full-length video of my roast? For those of you who don't know, I was roasted at Rock on the Range a couple of years ago. I don't know. They didn't even want to broadcast it, man. Like, it was fucking, it's like, we'll do the audio, but we're just not gonna afford the videos. And I was like, you dicks. But I think somebody recorded it because you have to see Sebastian Bach throw a whole cup of coffee at Tom Jameson. It was the fucking crazy. Okay, let me tell you a little story about my roast, all right? I love Sebastian Bach. He's one of my good friends. However, he has absolutely no fucking sense of humor at all. And I don't think he really understood what a roast was. He's just like, why are you fucking calling me that, dude? It's the worst Sebastian Bach. First of all, I'm like half his size. And the motherfucker's 10 feet tall. And then he puts boots on. I'm like, you dick. Like, come on, Corey, we gotta fight. So anyway, he's the roast master at my roast. He's like, you know, he starts out strong. He's kind of laughing and shit, and then everyone starts to just rip him to fucking pieces. Which is kind of rad because I kind of knew it was gonna happen. So I was like, they're deflecting it all off of me on Sebastian. And they just fucking, at one point, and I'm not sorry, I'm gonna say it. At one point, they referred to him as Farrah Fawcett's corpse. It was brutal. Brutal, right? I laughed my fucking balls off. I was looking in the couch cushions. Where the fuck are my balls? Don Jameson walks up to the fucking podium and just proceeds to fucking unleash on my poor friend, Sebastian Bach. Sebastian, when people are at the podium, has to go and basically is a place sitter, right? So he's holding the fucking seats, right? And all of a sudden, all I hear is, what the fuck is that, man? And over my head comes a venti fucking giant Americano rip, and I mean fucking rips him. First of all, he's got a dead aim. Because he was fucking clear back there, dude. And Don, without missing a beat, he's like, I told you I didn't want Starbucks, Sebastian. Sebastian hasn't really talked to me after that. It was brutal. All right, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe they found the tapes by now. Who fucking knows? Maybe there's a bootleg on YouTube. You, sir, with that fucking fantastic mustache. Can we get some light on that mustache? Dude, that is a formidable boner broom, dude. That is a dick duster for the ages. No, please, I can't wait to hear what comes out of that mouth. Go ahead. Two things? You greedy fuck! I complimented your mustache, not your question. All right, go ahead. Next book? Oh, do I have an idea for next book? I'm flirting with a couple of ideas. One of which, this is gonna be painful. One of which is just how fucking batshit crazy this country is. Not in a political way, not in any way like that. I mean just the shit under the crust, you know? Like everything underneath the Ford commercial that we all talk about, you know? Like all that shit. And I'm thinking I want to call it America 51. Kind of like Area 51. So that's the idea I've got right now. What's your second question?
Will you take my cake?
Will I take your cake? Bring it in. Dumbest thing I've ever done. I've been to Tijuana, dude. Alright, now you can say that this thing can fit around my neck. Which I can't say about most of my shirts. You're welcome. Shave that fucking thing, it's creepy. We got time for maybe two more. You. Yes, you. Eating the paste. Yes, you. Did I watch Fear Clinic and what did I think of it? For those of you who don't know, coming back, bringing it full circle to the mustache thing, I was in a movie called Fear Clinic, and I played a character named Bauer, who was described as, and this is in the script, rapey. So, being a rapey-looking guy, I grew a fucking brutal mustache. No, you can fucking trust me. My wife wouldn't talk to me for the entire time I was filming that fucking movie. Because my fucking facial hair is brutal. I'm fairly certain it's the same tensile strength as the shit you use to get dried eggs out of the bottom of pans. And I'm fucking German-Irish, so it's angry too. My facial hair grows straight out of my face, and then it reaches a certain weight, and it goes like that, like a mullet, just fucking like a mullet for my nose, basically. I showed up on set. I hadn't told anybody I'd done it, right? I showed up on set, and the fucking director took one look at me and was just like, ooh. Yeah. It's so fucking creepy. And then all of my co-stars, right, didn't recognize me. So now imagine sitting, waiting for this scene to happen, and you're waiting for Corey Taylor to show up, but here's this fucking guy with the worst redheaded fucking mustache you've ever seen, and he's just mean mugging everybody, just like, fucking director goes, action, I jump up and they're like, you're Corey Taylor? And I'm like, yes, I am. There was one scene in particular that I'm very proud of, and it didn't really make it into the original release, but I think they're doing a director's cut. And I my whole goal was to creep the fuck out of Fiona Dourif. And one scene, and I don't know if you've seen the movie, it's the one where I kind of swing it and I'm like, girlfriend trouble? Thank you. I can't believe I wasn't fucking nominated for an Oscar. Now imagine this crazy mustache sticking in your face, and I just kept going. So brutal. And she just kept going. Between takes, she was like, are you gonna stop doing that? I was very proud of that. However, my best thing was getting to work with Robert Englund, man. It was fucking amazing. That man will talk your fucking ear off about the best shit you've ever fucking heard in your life. Like partying with Guns N' Roses in the 80s. I'm like, wait a minute, Freddy Krueger partied with Guns N' Roses? One of the coolest dudes and a very underrated actor. Very underrated. He essentially played 3 different characters in this movie. So my last day of shooting, I had wrapped, everybody high-fived me, then get the fuck out of here. I took my shit off, I'm walking out, I've got my backpack on, and I'm not gonna spoil anything for you, but he plays this monster in it as well called Mr. Black. Now, I walk by this room and I hear, Corey! I'm like, oh, I know that voice. I turn around, Robert Englund is in the full fucking Mr. Black creature costume, naked from the waist up. He's got fucking black contact lenses in. He has this crazy rubber shit fucking pouring out of his head. He has the weirdest looking dress pants I've ever seen in my life. No shoes on, and he's drinking champagne. And he is just fucking laying in a chair. Robert fucking Englund. Coolest fucking moment of my life. And I'm like, yes sir. And he's like, oh, Robert. And I'm like, no. So I'm not doing that. He goes, I just wanted you to know something. He's like, I understand this was your first acting gig. And I was like, yeah. He's like, I've been watching you, been watching some of the dailies. I watched your whole freak out scene in the basement. And I think you did an incredible job. Now, outwardly, I said, thanks, man. That was really, really cool. In my head, I'm... Well, that's my fucking fear playing story. I think I just used up my 2 questions, but I tell you what, I'm gonna take a piss, I'm gonna come back out, and we are all gonna sing the rest of the fucking night away. Does that sound good? My man, give me some fucking house music, I will be right back.